minutes after 7 o'clock. It's Friday, March 20th, 2015. It is 63 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you can get some tasty treats.
Yeah.
All right, Robin, how you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Pretty good.
Excellent.
63 degrees, March 20th. This is about the perfect time of year, I think. This is the perfect time of year, for weather-wise, anyway.
It is.
Although it did rain yesterday.
Yeah, and it's extremely foggy this morning. Really had to go slow coming in
Oh, is
today.
that right? See, I didn't experience that.
Yeah, really foggy.
And our friend Doug Smith is in the studio. Good morning, Doug. How are you over there?
Good morning, Larry. I'm doing okay.
Good to have you on board with us this morning. It's Friday, so we are going to do something less controversial during the 7:35 slot than normally through the week. But it's still a fun topic, and you never know. Sometimes things become controversial when you don't intend for them to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was looking at an article of the ways that we as Americans were very creative during World War II when it came to substituting things that were being rationed or that were no longer available. Mm-hmm. So I had heard some of these things before, but not all of these things. And I was thinking, I wonder what we would do today if, I mean, God forbid we ended up in another world war. I mean, that in and of itself is something nobody would ever want. But let's say we had to ration certain things weren't available anymore. What would we do to creatively substitute those things? And so I want to share with you some of the things, for those of you who are old enough to have lived through World War II and remember the things that were used as substitutes and rationed. I hope you'll call in and contribute some of your memories, because I doubt that I have everything here. Mm-hmm. But then we'll kind of just speculate, what would we do? What things would we substitute for other things if certain things had to be used for the war instead of for us? Let's hope that doesn't happen. But
I hope not. Not
because of the rationing part, but because of the war part. Nobody wants a war.
No.
In spite of what people think about us as warmongers, I've heard us called warmongers before.
Exactly. Right-wing warmongers, you and I have been called.
Yes, we have.
Among other things.
8:35, that's when we turn off the silly and turn off the commentary, and we simply read the news. And sometimes the news is rather silly, but it's not our doing. So we'll just do that in brief. That's what we do at 8:35. 9:05, Jim George will be here. Professor Gadget. There is always something new in the world of technology.
Yep.
Doug is a big fan of technology. He loves computers, don't you?
He does. He loves
Yes, I do.
You love that kind of stuff. So Jim's coming in, and we're going to talk about those things. Philip Donley at 9:35. Philip is an author, but he's also a pilot. He earned his pilot's license when he was 18. He began flying jets at the age of 20. He has logged more than 6 million miles. He's been all over the world. And he says that some of this technology is really making pilots not as good as they could be, because he said when pilots lose control, too much dependence placed on an airplane's automation and not on the skill of the pilot. He says that's the reason for some of these crashes we've heard about lately. So it's interesting that he's written a novel, but I'm picking his brain about some of that information right there. So.
Yeah, the bigger picture to help the world.
The effervescent Kelly Hart will be here at 10:05 today. She, of course, is the executive editor of Ocala magazine.
Yes.
Doug likes
I know.
Doug likes that. You like when Kelly comes in?
Yes, I do.
Well, she's hot. She's hot, fellas. So if you want to see a hot chick, tune in or stand by the window at 10:05 and you'll see her.
She's a nice lady too, Rob.
Oh, she is. She's a mom.
So we did reverse roles right
she's
there.
wonderful.
I'm supposed to say she's hot, and you're supposed to say, well, she's a nice lady.
I know.
Let's talk golf at 10:35. That's when Jim Becky comes in or calls in. I always prefer when he comes in, but he is the founder of the Golf College. Many of you, including Robert and I, have learned from Jim. We've also had, we're alumni of Jim.
Yes, we
We're
are.
alumni of the Golf College. I just realized that.
We could have an alumni dinner.
Which would include John Travolta.
Exactly.
He's also an alumni.
Exactly.
Why don't we suggest that? Have an alumni get together.
Okay.
Then maybe we'll finally meet the guy that everybody has met but us.
That's right. Exactly.
Have you met him, Doug? Have you met Travolta?
No.
Not yet. So you
Well,
you want to meet him?
I'd love to meet him. And also, I'd like for Jim George to teach me how to do golf.
Okay, well, Jim could do that. We'll ask Jim when he gets here.
Yep.
Jim Beckett is the guy we were talking about, but I think Jim George knows golf too.
Yes.
Dr. Charles M. Regaluth, whose name I'm probably mispronouncing, is a researcher. And he's talking about ways to reinvent schools. It's time to break the mold. So if you have any mold growing in your yard, he's still going to tell you how to break it.
Exactly.
Put a trap down.
Fun with Joe today.
Yes.
Fun with Joe. Are you smarter than a college student? I have some more Are you smarter than a college student questions. And then when we're on with Galen, an idea. Boy, I was reading the story about this pizzeria.
Oh, Lord.
And this pizzeria is, oh gosh, where is it? I don't know where it is. I don't have it in my notes. But anyway, somebody went into this pizzeria and said, I'm going to pay for an extra slice, but give it to the first person who comes in who is really, truly hungry. Mm-hmm. And it started this big chain reaction. What the guy did, the guy at the pizzeria said, okay, no problem. And he made a Post-it note. And the Post-it note said, this Post-it note good for one free slice of pizza. Uh-huh. Okay? And so he just kind of left it behind the counter. He didn't display it in any way. And so the first person who came in who was obviously a homeless person and obviously really, really hungry, asking if he could have a free handout, the guy said, well, today's your lucky day. Somebody bought you a slice of pizza. Well, other customers heard about this, and now they have sold 10,000 slices, or no, $10,000 worth of pizza.
That is amazing.
To people who
Wow.
paid for it in advance. So it was a paying it forward. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about what Galen does, what Life South does, what all the blood banks do. Whenever you donate blood, you are literally paying it forward, because that blood is never going to go to you. Well, and there are some exceptions to that, I think, but Galen would know the answer to that. But pretty much, most people who donate blood simply donate it for the sake of donating it.
Of course.
Somewhere in our lives, many of us will need blood. So you really truly, when you donate blood, you really truly are paying it forward. You will get the good karma coming back at you one day. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so I have some other places that have done similar things. And in fact, I thought, wouldn't this be a great way? Like, we could start a Facebook page, start a campaign, right here and now, where it's like, Pay It Forward Ocala, PIFO, P-I-F-O.
Oh, cool.
Pay It Forward Ocala. And basically, you couldn't do this with every restaurant. Mm-hmm. And some people would take advantage of it that had more money than anybody.
Oh, certainly.
Some people would lie. But I think most people are good, and most people would pay it forward. And so if you had restaurants that were paying it forward, we could have a special Facebook page or something dedicated just to those restaurants that say, yes, I have a pay it forward program. Come in here and buy 2 meals and take one out, and we'll give one to somebody who needs it. Mm-hmm. That would be a cool way of kind of getting that started in Ocala, if it hasn't already. There might be a restaurant here doing it already. I don't know. But anyway, so with Galen, I want to talk about paying it forward and some ideas that people are using elsewhere on pay it forward. There's a whole town. There's one town in this list of things. And that's been their whole mission the whole time: pay it forward or do an act of kindness. Remember how at the highway patrol station there used to be like a thermometer, I think it was,
yes.
or some kind of a gauge, and it showed how many days since the last traffic fatality.
Yeah,
they might still have that. I don't even know where the highway patrol office is anymore.
Clue. I just know they consolidated a lot of them, put it on the turnpike there, and built that new headquarters. So
is that where it is?
I don't know if
okay.
they have octopus arms out there or not with different highway patrol stations in different counties.
So anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about.
Well, that's a great idea you came up with, the Pay It Forward
It's not
program.
my idea.
We could have one day, all
that's
the
why I was trying to
restaurants get together.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure I
Yeah.
gave credit where credit was due. Did I forget to tell you anything? No, I don't think so. Oh, and today, let's see, at what o'clock? 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
What time does the event start?
10.
Oh, at 10. At 10 this morning.
I think.
So
Well,
we're
let me
going to be
just
there at 1,
double
because
check.
obviously we can't be here at 10.
No, here it is. 10 o'clock it starts.
All right, there's an event happening today, the Women's Wellness Connection. Mm-hmm. It's from 10 till 2, so we have to get there as early as possible. So we're going to leave here at 12 and just show up after that. It's the Women's Wellness Connection, and it's a free event. You'll have some healthcare screenings, ladies, some advanced imaging information. The Heart of Florida Health Center will be there. The Ocala Plastic Surgeons will be there.
Sponsored by Ocala Health.
Yeah. Physical therapy for incontinence and pelvic floor management. Chiropractic care, pain and functional restoration, mastectomy care, living with cancer, diagnostic imaging. Anyway, it's a free event. Healthy food and filtered ionized water samples will be provided.
And Strive Rehabilitation also. Strive Rehabilitation and Ocala Health is responsible for the Women's Wellness Connection.
Okay, there you go.
Today.
This is in the Six Gun Plaza at the All About You Women's Boutique at 4901 East Silver Springs Boulevard. It starts at 10. It runs through 2 o'clock. Just go, show up, show your support for what they're doing. They have drawings, they have giveaways, they have a whole lot more, and then they have us showing up to do the Oompa Surprise. We'll be playing music for them.
That's right. Thank you so much.
So we're just going to show up and have some fun with the ladies. All right, and hopefully you'll be there as well. All right, we'll take a little break. We will be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. Old Man Winter working overtime.
Oh, I thought that snow was gone.
Another snowstorm for the Northeast, and to rub it in on the first day of spring. Forecasters say 3 to 5 inches of snow will fall from Philadelphia to Connecticut.
Fox Radio's Joe Chiaro. The U.S. and Iran crafting a plan where Tehran cuts back on centrifuges that enrich uranium in exchange for easing sanctions. The deadline for the framework of a nuclear deal is March 31st.
A full agreement must be hammered out by the end of June. So President Obama is appealing directly to Iranian citizens via an online video message.
My message to you, the people of Iran, is that together we have to speak up for the future we seek.
But the president must also convince Congress to accept the pact.
Fox's Patricia Stark. And in March Madness, number 3 seeds Iowa State and Baylor eliminated early, while top seeds Kentucky and Villanova easily advanced. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News on your time. The Fox News iPad app is ready to go with all the great features from FoxNews.com and our iPhone app optimized specifically for your iPad. Watch the latest clips from your favorite Fox News shows. Personalize the app by creating your own newscast using the video playlist. Listen to Fox News Radio live. Get local weather forecasts. And it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
In a study involving more than 2,000 people, those with slimmer waistlines showed higher cognitive ability than those who were overweight or obese. Our pets improve our character and make us much better people. If your partner's the one who's stressed out, we know that you will be 25% more likely to be affected than a stranger would be. Yeah, be careful because stress is contagious.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house?